I'll introduce Dr. Zaina Qsoub Aswad. She's a dear friend, she's a leader, and also I'm happy that she is joining us. I know she's jet lagging now because she just came from the US. Thank you, Dr. Zaina, for joining us. Uh, I'm not going to take time from you. I'll give you the screen if you want to introduce yourself and start your session.
Oishi, thank you. And I am very privileged to be here. And thank you, Andre. I know this has been a great marathon for this week. I wasn't able to watch it live, but I did watch a bit of it, one year offline. Well, a very brief introduction about me. I like to consider myself as a wellness person, a wellness and a leadership coach. I have a lot of hats that I do, but mainly and most recently for the last few years, I have been working with burnout a lot. Burnout amongst leaders and burnout with every sector, mostly the healthcare sector. But I do also businesses and women leaders specifically. I have been working a lot also with women leaders and small businesses. For today, I have sent you already a handout on taking the resilience test. So I hope most of you have done that resilience test and that you have the scores for it. And I'll bring it out in front of me. Can I share the screen, Andre?
Yes, you can. By the way, we didn't share the handout before your session. It will be shared later.
Okay, so let me then it's here in front of you. Can you all see it? Can you
Yes.
see it? Okay.
Yes.
So this is the resilience questionnaire. It comes from the research of Nicholson McBride Resilience, and it's a valid and reliable tool. And in it, you need to take the test, and you will have a score. If your score is between 0 and 37, then this shows that you are developing some level of resilience. And hala, I'll explain more what we consider as resilience. And this year, I think we have talked a lot about resilience and grit and what have you. People got really sick and tired of it, but really, truly, I think this is not something that is ingrained in us, but it comes with a lot of training. And we really need to know where we are. And most importantly, in any kind of change that needs to happen, we need to create awareness where we are. So this very simple questionnaire and a very valid tool that we use in research can show you exactly where you are. So if you score between a 0 and a 37, it means you need some work and you are at mercy of everything that's going around you. And you, in fact, will benefit from developing aspects of your behavior. So a lot of behavior modification is needed. If you score between 38 and 43, you have already established a certain level of resilience. However, you will need to work through your tough days, and you really cannot quite make things go your way. So it is actually tough on you on a daily basis. 44 to 48 is an average score. You are pretty good at where you are, and you can roll with the punches. And 49 to 60 is an exceptional level of resilience. Due to the short time that we have today, we are not going to actually take the test. هلا مع انه I would have loved that I thought that this is something that you would have done before, but it's a tool that you will have with you moving along. But before moving forward, let me define resilience, which is first and foremost. So um, I like this by Darwin. It says, it is not the strongest of the species that will survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. And anyone that has done any kind of emotional intelligence test or any kind that deals with emotional intelligence knows that flexibility, which is our definition of change, is actually one of the main things that we need to work with if we want to develop ourselves and our behavior going forward in any kind of profession or personal life. So in what I do, it is very important when we say leadership coaching, wala executive coaching, and it's so funny that many times it all goes down back to the person and it goes to personal coaching. So really the wheel of life and the wellness wheel are very two important tools that نحن بنستعملهم a lot with executives, with leaders, with doctors.
I guess I lost you.
They have.
Okay.
So resilient. Sure, Andre? I didn't hear you.
I lost you for a couple seconds. Now you're back.
Andre?
Yes, I lost your sound for a couple seconds, but now we can hear you again.
Oh, okay. So resilience is the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of stress, such as family relationship problems, serious health problems, or workplace and financial stressors. It means bouncing back from difficult experiences. I like to call it nowadays, after what's happening in the world, with the pandemic and in Lebanon specifically, with every obstacle and every mountain we are going through, not bouncing back from difficult experiences, but being able to thrive in the situation that we are in. So today I would like to focus on resilience as part of wellness in the tool that is very well known by Stephen Covey and the circle of influence. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with the circle of influence and of Stephen Covey. And I have here the Serenity Prayer by the Alcoholic Anonymous that talks about God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this serenity prayer really is what we really all need at this time to thrive, not to survive. Many say that 2020, it's a good year just to survive through it. I totally disagree. I think it is a year that has taught us so much. We don't want it, we want it to be over, but it's a year that has really taught us a lot if we listened, if we listened. So after you as individuals, as professionals, as human beings, actually score yourselves and score your resilience, I would like you to take a look at the circle of influence, and I will explain it. So if you take a look at, first of all, the outer circle, the circle of concern. In this circle, you put everything that you have no control whatsoever about. You have no control whatsoever about. يعني like COVID-19, like global warming, like the political situation, everything that you have no control of. And then you go to the circle of influence. In the circle of influence, there are things you have control on and there are things you don't have control on. And as professionals and as multitaskers, I usually ask my clients, Honi, to focus on what are the things that you could go on, to write them down, either behaviors or things they have to do or anything they have to do that they can focus on. However, I would like them to focus on 1 or 2 things that they would like to focus on and change. As we said, if you have the ability to focus on change, and you have the ability to do the change, your resilience will increase a lot, and this will prevent you from burnout. So what Tawahad knows, or she knows, look at the things. He knows where is he in his resilience. Second, he knows where are the things he can influence and where are the things that they cannot influence. And third, knows on what they want to focus on, then they can do something about it. Now, proactive people have the ability to enlarge the circle of influence because they have the ability to have more control on it. People that are more reactive, they actually shrink that circle of influence and they let everything else affect them. And this is why they lose focus. And when they lose focus, they will lose focus on also their well-being and their thriving in whatever they are doing. So especially in the situation that we are living in, especially now, it is very important to have this kind of focus. Hala, the questions that I have for you, I will read the challenging questions moving forward. I will talk about in a few. But Kamin, I have 10 points I want to talk about after working with this tool as this strategy as the circle of influence, is that there are 10 points. Once you identify your level of resilience, for you to actually boost your resilience some more, there are 10 tools you can work on. And briefly, they are the following. First of all, you need to boost your self-esteem. And there are many ways to do so. The easiest way is hire a coach. Hire a coach. Second, visualize success. Look at success. Third, enhance your efficacy and take control, as I said, with the circle of influence. Fourth, become more optimistic. Work on increasing your optimism. Although there's a genetic factor to optimism and pessimism, however, we have the ability to increase it. Fifth, manage success. Sixth, improve your decision-making skill. And 7, ask for help. Deal with conflict is 8. 9, learn, and learn some more and self-develop. And the 10th is just be yourself. And if you know, basically, yourself. I don't know, Andre, what you are doing, if we are opening time for discussion wala la'a, but after that comes my top 3 challenges to practice the tool, basically the circle of influence tool. And my first question is, what do you see as your top 3 challenges to practice this tool? Second, how will you deal with those challenges? Third, what are your top 3 facilitators to practice this tool, and how will you maximize them?
Thank you, Dr. Zeina. You had many comments, loving. They said, wonderful advice. From Marwa, Jules said, this is great, thanks for sharing. Christine actually posted the quote today also. She said her favorite prayer. So thank you for sharing with us your way to be more resilient in 2021. I'm sure people will challenge themselves and also apply what you just shared with them to make 2021 their best year. And thank you also for joining us. I know it was hard for you being jet lagged and doing the effort to be with us, but you always add value to our community, and it's our honor to host you with us. Thank you.
And it's my honor always to be with you, and my privilege, Andre. I hope to see you soon. And I am glad I was able to share this with you. And good luck on everything you do. I am very humbled by everything you are doing for this community, Andre. And it's always a pleasure to be here. And see you.
Thank you,
Thank
and have a great weekend. Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.